number which our fire marshal loved, choreographed by Mandy Moore. Welcome to Dancing with the Stars. I'm Tal Bergeron.
That's right, Night Aaron Andrews. Hello, it's Latin night, and as you can see, we've got an evening of red-hot performances.
So let's welcome our red-hot stars. Show proved two things. Number one, the elimination of LMFAO singer Redfoo confirmed what happens when you don't vote. And number two, we've got a serious competition on our hands.
Yeah, that's why tonight's dances are so important. Since all of our couples will be performing Latin routines, it's a chance for you and our judges to separate the contenders from the pretenders.
Up first, the couple who last week dropped from the top spot into a three-way tie for second place.
Val is out getting changed right now, so let's check out what happened when he and our actress-singer Rumor trained on wheels and wound up with the most random injury you'll see from this past week.
Have fun, okay? You aced it. But I want you to have fun. I want us to...
Not be so dark.
Yes. This week we got the salsa, right? But we got like the disco salsa. I guess. I'm not sure if that was disco, but I want to get into like a disco mood. 1, 2, 3.
This is the first week we've been able to do lifts.
That was my fault.
And they're definitely not as easy as they look.
Stay up, please.
Okay.
Should we have dinner first?
Let's just say things got a little bit personal.
Do you know any disco steps, by the way? I don't know any disco.
It's definitely weird doing a salsa that has a disco vibe. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how to kind of get in that mode.
What's the most disco thing to do ever?
I mean, you could go to like a roller disco.
Really?
Yeah. You know how to skate?
That is the most random thing ever. Let's grab a partner. Let's get into the disco field. I'm like Apollo Auto.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I think I busted my lip bad.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
There are definitely some tricky lifts in this, even without roller skates on, and unfortunately Val was the victim of an overzealous jump on both of our parts. I felt like a broken neck.
Oh my God, you just... Yeah, I mean, you went in there.
I wasn't trying. It's really bad. I'm sorry, Val.
So good it made me crave polyester. A great start. Wow. You okay? All right, man.
70s was not easy.
No, it's not easy. What I remember of it. Len?
Well, one of the things that's been missing from your dancing, as far as I'm concerned, is the exuberance and the freedom of it. And you've come out tonight, and that, for me, is the best dance I've seen this season.
There you go. Julianne.
I mean, I've said this from day one. You have such strength and you're so fierce. I gotta be honest, I think that your joy and your fun only came out halfway through the routine. So, like, I want to see more, like let loose a little bit. You're a little bit sharp. No. I'm not saying it was bad. I loved it. I'm just saying I want to see a bit more freedom from you. It's always very strong.
You got to be careful of a disco mob. You know what I'm saying?
Well, disco
that could get scary. Bruno?
Well, listen, I tell you one thing for sure. Monday Night Fever starts right here. You've gone completely disco fabulous. And I tell you, you've got the body of evidence.
Yes.
Now, there's one thing. It's really good to see your playful, kittenish side. The thing is, there's one thing. Was that supposed to be cannonball, or were you supposed to do it at the same time?
Cannonball.
You know, like that? That step?
Cannonball.
Cannonball, you one after the other, or were you supposed to do it at the same time?
I mean, we
Question.
like to switch it up. Sometimes we cannonball.
I'm learning all kinds of dance technology tonight.
At first I thought, okay, wait, way wrong style. What, we're not doing disco, we're doing salsa. But when you hit the salsa, it was fantastic. And I thought you gave us enough content to bring out what we asked for, the fun. And just from woman to woman, Rumor, your body is incredible. I remember looking up to your mom in striptease, and now looking at you, I'm like, damn, girl, you look amazing. And you know how to use it.
Now, head on up for what should be some pretty good stories up there. Great way to kick off the night. Remember, the new phone numbers begin with 855, and this week you got 11 votes per phone line and per email address at abc.com and Facebook. Aaron?
Well, Len said it. This could be the best dance of this season, and I'll agree with Carrie Ann on Rumor's body. Stars are not just like us. Goodness gracious. Hey, who knew disco salsa could be so dangerous? A lot of talk about your mouth getting injured. Let's go back and take a look again at the practice footage. What happened that particular day in slow-mo? We all love a good slow-mo. You want to narrate this?
It's extreme foreplay.
Well, I'm not going to comment on the rest, but how about the fact when you finally nailed it tonight and your arms were up in the air? What are you thinking at that moment?
I'm thinking, what a trooper she is, man. She's fearless, and it's just such a pleasure to work with her because, I mean, I come up with some crazy ideas I can't even do, so she welcomes everything. I love her spirit. It's awesome.
Can we get an update on the lip? We're good here, right?
He's okay.
Yeah.
It was a little rough for a minute there, but he's all right.
It looks fantastic. All right, let's get your scores.
Carrie Ann Inabe.
8.
Len Goodman.
9.
Julianne Hough. Bruno Tognoni.
8. So a 33 out of 40 for Rumor and Val. What's that?
How do you feel?
How do you feel?
That was awesome. I'm glad I didn't hit you in the face again.
We would have loved it. I mean, we do love Val, but we would have loved it. All right, remember, votes from the judges, or the scores from the judges, tell only half the story. You have to get your votes in. Tom?
All right, Aaron, thanks. This week, training for our late night competition brought thrilling highs, dramatic lows. Here's what's coming up.
This week has been extremely tough. You're disrespecting yourself.
Like checking my email?
We have a second chance, and I don't want to blow it. I'm incorporating a prosthetic arm. I hate the arm.
People are starting to get hurt.
It's really dangerous. Can't do this.
I need to see it though. I want to give Keo my full attention, but I'm also a full-time model and actress right now, so if I don't write back to these emails, I could lose jobs.
Come, baby.
Give me just 1 minute.
Sean McKinney, put the phone down. We have a second chance, and I don't want to blow it.
Because you're disrespecting yourself. You're in a situation, listen, you're in a...
Like checking my email?
Listen, you're in a situation where you have to dance and just focus,
I know,
right?
but it's not like I have it right here.
Yeah, but still, going there while I'm talking to you and you go to your phone doesn't make sense for me.
Yeah, but whenever you're not talking...
And also you need to respect people that you're working with. I'm just saying.
I really want to stay in the competition, but I just have so much going on this week, and I don't want to blow my second chance.
I'm brave and you are free. Shake off all of your sins and give them to me. Close up, let me back in. I wanna be yours, wanna be your hero. And my heart beats like the empires of the world unite. We are alive, and the stars make love to the universe, and you touch me, and I'm light, and I'm light, and I'm light.
Charlotte and Keo. Come over here, you two. All righty. Let's, I'm not sure. I've known you for a few years now, Juliana. Don't like that look.
I'm so sad. Like last week I told you, you have so much potential. And this dance could have shown that potential. I mean, your flexibility, those pictures were so beautiful. But you didn't maybe take Keo's instruction when you were doing those sliding doors. You're picking up your feet. And what you need to do, you need to take those socks off in your rehearsal, and you need to build those calluses up on your feet and rub those feet across the floor. And that is what's going to get you the next round. Because you do have the potential.
Yes, she does.
All right, Bruno.
Listen, my darling, you're never going to win the Nobel Prize for quantum physics, but you are easy on the eye, and you produce some wonderful shapes. Oh, sorry.
Bruno. Either are you.
No, and I don't look that good either. No, but listen, seriously. Listen to me. You produce very good shapes. What happens? You lose concentration. So you do an extremely wonderful line, and then you just walk away. And then back here again, a beautiful line. You have to sustain the concentration through the 1.5 minutes of the dance. It's within you. You have to show it.
All right, Carrie Ann.
I think the reason everybody's being a little hard on you is because we see so much potential. You have this incredible tool. For dancing, the body is the tool. Your body is incredible. When you hit the lines, they're absolutely gorgeous. It's just how you work in between. And it seemed like there was a lack of concentration maybe in the process to here. But what I saw tonight, and I'm proud of, because I am the lift please, is you did 2 drags where most people take their feet off the ground. You drag
There you go.
You stay connected to the ground. Let me make sure of that. I'm very proud of you, my dear. Very proud of you.
Len, where do you come down on the dangers of texting and rehearsing?
Email.
No, look, I'll tell you about this show. You get out what you put in. The more you sweat, the better you get. You know, everybody's busy, everybody's got other jobs. You just got to get out here and do the dance. And unfortunately, your feet, well, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Oh. All right. Well, guys, why don't you head on up for your scores? All right. Charlotte and Keo will get their scores. Nastia and Derek are joining Gethin Jones and Emma Slater for a special Latin Night edition of DWTS All Access. Check them out on abc.com. You can also see our couples in training live Tuesdays through Saturdays, 4 to 7 Eastern. Erin?
Come on over, you guys. Look, tough criticism, but the one beauty of the show is it's a learning experience. I mean, yeah, going day in, day out, you learn a different lesson from your partner. What do you think you learned after this week?
Just to focus more. Every week it's focus. For me, it's just that focus, and I just can't seem to get it, but we're getting there.
Yeah. Put the phone down. It's your one time to get away. It is. It's so nice.
And I like going in there and not having my phone, but this week with work, it's been crazy. So
look at this beautiful man and let him tell you what to do. All right, let's get your scores.
Carrie Ann Inaba.
6.
Len Goodman.
5.
Julianne Hough.
5.
Bruno Tognoli.
6.
So 22 out of 40. Keo, I mean, the judges kind of echoing what you were saying all the week. What do you think of the scores?
Listen, I learned from this, and
Yeah.
I think just go back and just work hard, you know? So.
That's what it's all about. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Get
you
your
so
votes
much.
in if you want to see them survive next week's elimination. Top.
All right, Aaron, thanks. Our evening of blistering Latin night routines has just begun to sizzle. Coming up, fan favorites Riker, Suzanne, and Noah. And next, we'll see if Michael and Peter have something to celebrate as they salsa to Pitbull's hit Live.
This season is a perfect on Dancing with the Stars. And
Welcome back to Latin Night. That's actually in my contract. Next up, the football player who last week gained some yardage. See what I did there? Despite the difficult demands of the NFL scouting combine, this week found Michael and Peter relaxing before he... Want to be on TV? You can be on TV! Before she doesn't want to be on TV, made her flip.
Today I have a little surprise for you, something a little different. Because Michael had such a hard week last week, I decided to recharge our batteries and set the tone for this week.
I thought we did really well.
Yeah, considering the time that we had.
My legs were so heavy coming from back from the combine.
We're going to work extra hard this week. It's going to be crazy tough, but it's Latin night.
Oh, gotta get sexy. I know, I got you.
Okay.
You're already scared. You're scared. I know you are. Let's get our jitters out first.
Doing lifts with Michael is a little scary. I mean, he gets me up so high.
I'm pretty strong. I'm used to dealing with 200-pound guys on a football field. I think I kind of forgot that Peter only weighs 100 pounds.
Down.
I need to ease up on him for sure before I'm going to break her.
Let's see what the judges have to say. Bruno.
Michael, you got so much muscle power. It actually amazes me how you manage to control it. But I have to say, I think tonight you were so careful and so trying to work your partner to your advantages that you got your timing really, really wrong. You went off so many times.
Did it feel
and you lost, no, you did. And you lost freedom on the hips. You know, the hips have to flow, Michael. You can't force hip action. It has to flow from the footing. But once you get your timing wrong, it kind of stalls.
Okay.
But a great effort.
All right, Carrie Ann.
supposed to be fun and exciting, and like everybody's supposed to feel like let loose when you watch it. That made me so nervous the whole time because the lifts were not quite placed. Like I didn't feel like anything just flowed right into it. I didn't feel safe watching it. So, and as a viewer, you want to make sure that what's going on there, you guys are having fun. I felt like a disconnect a little bit in like the hand holding and like the placement. It's just a little choppy, okay? So, work on that.
All right, Len?
Well, I thought it was a little bit rough and ready, but I thought the lifts were good, actually. You got them to... Listen, Michael, dancing is a bit like life. You had good days and you had not so good days. Tonight, not so good. Next week, come back, focus, and come back strong.
All right. Julianne.
I would say the same thing. I mean, I think the last 2 weeks were definitely stronger, but this was a really fast and like intricate dance. I would say for the footwork for your hip action, you tend to tap your foot instead of really placing your foot down. So when you really place it down, then you can use your hips. But if you just tap, there's no range of motion. So just, I guess, work on that for next week. But
all right. Here you go. Constructive criticism. Head on up for your scores, if you would. Next week, by the way, our stars will be dancing to commemorate the most memorable year in each of their lives. And 2 weeks from tonight will mark the halfway point of the competition with the return of Disney Night. So that's a couple of theme nights coming in the next 2 weeks. Erin?
We talked about this in the dress rehearsal. This was not an easy dance. I mean, you and I were saying it was fast, there was lifts, it was all over the place. Watch your face while the judges were giving those comments. You know, what was going through your mind?
I mean, I really wanted to do really well tonight for Peta after the week she had of me dropping her. So it was a little, I didn't want to hurt her tonight, so that was my main focus. But, you know, we at the judges' mercy.
Guess what? You didn't hurt her. I actually was, I think we all, because we watched the video, we were worried. But you didn't drop her. She did amazing. You took care of our girl. Let's get your scores.
Kellyanne Inaba.
6.
Len Goodman.
6.
Julianne Huff.
6.
Bruno Tognoli.
6.
24 out of 40 for Peta and Michael. Your faces say it all. I mean, what's your reaction here?
I mean, yeah, we would have loved to have gotten higher scores, but, you know, it is what it is. And we're going to hopefully get through to next week and do an amazing dance.
Okay, guys. You can help them reach the halfway point in the competition with your votes, but you have to get to it. Get online, get on the horn, do what you can to get these guys through. Tom?
All right, Erin, thanks a lot. As the set begins to change behind me, coming up next, the pop star. Riker and Allison dance after this, and then Chris and Whitney get the chance to redeem themselves. And later, another star will be eliminated live.
Ameriprise asks people a simple question. Can you keep your lifestyle in retirement?
I don't want to think about the alternative.
I don't even know how to answer that. I mean, no one knows how their money's going to last.
I try not to worry, but you worry. What happens when your paychecks stop?
Because everyone has retirement questions, Ameriprise created the exclusive Confident Retirement approach to get the real answers you need. Start building your confident retirement today.
And Cheyenne getting us back into Latin Night. So far, Rumor and Valor in the lead with 33 judges' points. Let's see if our young singer can unseat them. Here's how Riker and Allison plotted to bring out his rock and roll sex appeal.
I love your finishes. They're so... Great job.
I am super stoked to be here for week 3. We're tied for second again, but Nasi and Derek, I'm pretty sure, at first. Rightfully so. They were freaking good. Yeah, Derek, y'all were on fire, though. And I might have to take down Derek to win. You never know. So I had to be like rocking, jive, elegant foxtrot. What do I have to do for this also?
Sexy. When I told him that he had to be sexy this week, his eyes were really like, oh my gosh, how do I do that? How would you feel about showing all of this?
Like shirtless? I don't know, maybe? Derek had his shirt open last week. Noah had his shirt ripped open. He's ripped. Chris, he's rehearsing with his shirt off. I already saw pictures on Twitter. I'm going to bring my sexiness a little different. She's laughing at me.
No, you're being so sexy that I can't even handle the Riker sexiness.
That's right. You see that? Weak in the knees. I got rock and roll sexiness coming for you, Derek.
Jewelry's flying everywhere here. Even the jewelry couldn't keep up with you. Yeah. Good job, man. All right, Carrie Ann, you start.
I see the first time a male contender for the title right there. That was unbelievable. You blew my mind. You know, the thing about you two is you're so innovative as a couple. You have a weird in a good way. Weird, amazing, it's like it draws me in, this dynamic. Okay, but there's one thing I want to point out about this sexy. You guys have an androgyny that's going on with you. It's sort of like you're very testosterone-y, and I'm not saying that you're not testosterone-y, but I would like to see more testosterone-y as the weeks go by, because it's coming, but I want to see, I'm out of breath because it's so exciting. I want to see the typical man dominating the woman.
You got it.
Once in a while, okay? Just a little.
Can I say something? Carrie Ann, I just want to say, in all the years we worked together, that's the most cleavage I've ever seen from you. The whole critique. It's if someone who wants more testosterone, you seem to be fine. Len?
Spiker, listen, look. I just try to be honest about everything. So far, for me, you're not the best dancer this season. If you're not over 70, you can't boo. Respect your elders. You're not the best, but you could be, because you've got flair. And flair is something you can't teach. Now you need to keep that flair, get a little bit more control, work on your technique, and you'll be a force to reckon with, promise you.
There you go. Julianne.
That was a salsa.
Yeah.
It had all of the arm movements, the quick footwork, everything about that was fast and energetic. I couldn't stop getting out of my chair. And I have to say something like what Carrie Ann said. The thing that I feel, you guys dance separately so well, and you perform to the audience so much, and I want to see more chemistry between you two, eyes, and play with each other. When you're playful, everybody will feel that energy, you know? So,
blackout, salsa, full throttle, no speed restriction, going for gold.
All right, right here, we're going to get the story for Riker and Allison. We're going to break. Bruno, it's over. We're going to the commercial. When we come back, good Lord. And then Suzanne and Tony head to the hottest spot north of Havana with Copacabana. They're next, and they're live.
before the break, we saw Riker and Allison perform a salsa, and Bruno said, go for the gold. You were told you have flair, you're a male contender, and your partner, I think, said the best thing, and I finally got to open his shirt. Was that a big argument?
You know, I'm just like a scrawny rocker dude. You know, I don't really have like muscles to show, so I was like, I don't really, know if I should be opening my shirt. But yeah, I felt like it was going to be, it's Latin week, you got to pull out all the stops.
Do what Derek does. He does like 8,000 push-ups before the show. You're good here.
You didn't tell me that. I asked him for tips. He didn't tell me that.
I'm giving them to you. Come to me, I'll give you the Cliff Note version. Let's get your scores.
Carrie Ann Inabe.
9.
Ray Goodman. 7. Julianne Hough. 9.
So a 34 out of 40 for Riker and Allison, the highest score of the night. You take the lead. How does that sound?
It sounds amazing, and I hope we can stay here. But we're going to work, and we're going to show Len that we're going to bring it next week.
We're going to tell everybody at home what to do.
Make sure you guys vote for us, please.
Tom?
All right, Aaron, thanks. Oh, you're excited. On last week's show, our television icon won the judges' praise for showcasing her youthful energy. This week, Suzanne and Tony are back with high ambitions and even higher headwear.
68, you're out there dancing like an 18-year-old. Terrific, well done.
That was so good.
I needed that tonight, thank you. I really want to be pushed this week because I experienced the thrill of pretty good scores, and so the competitive part of me wants better ones. This is the first time I've worn my fruit hat in 35 years. So, just cut me a little slack. I happen to have my own fruit hat. Not many women do, but I wore it in the Moulin Rouge.
That's really normal.
I walked down 80 stairs every night.
When was this?
In 1980. What better way to get in the mood for doing the samba than to wear a big fruit hat?
This puts you in the best position to succeed.
Okay.
Now, there's no twisting here. I want Suzanne to be the oldest winning celebrity we've ever had. She has shown so much improvement. She's becoming a dancer. And, oh, sorry, you're right. Yatta, ta, 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 ta.
I love those words. Did you hear what he just said? You're right. I laugh all the time. It's my nature, so I don't want people to think that I don't take this seriously, but I am busting my rear end doing this. It's the hardest work I've ever done, in my whole life.
Come on, pop your ass back. That's it.
Wouldn't it be something, as a 68-year-old woman, to walk home with this trophy? I would really enjoy that.
Suzanne's head is part of the balance diet. And give it up for Rachel Live and the band here, too. You always do a great job. All right. Let's see what the judges have to say. Len, we're going to start with you.
Well, it was sexy summer at the Copacabana Beach. A bit like your headdress. That was juicy, fruity, and full of fun.
Oh,
there you go. All right, Julianne.
I love how you come out each week and you commit to every character and every role that you do. And Tony, that samba had so much content. The voltas, the promenade runs. There was a little bit of mistake in the middle where you lost your footing, but overall it was so fun.
Thank you.
Oh, my darling, Suzanne the Choco, still sizzles where it matters. It must be the fruit diet. I'm gonna go on it tomorrow if I be maintained the way you are. I mean, it's very, very good.
No calories whatsoever.
The thing is, there was a lot of context, so you lost a couple of steps, a couple of chassis were a bit kind of cloudy, but good performances there.
All right, Carrie Ann.
I thought it was really fun and what a samba should be. I would like to say, though, at this stage in the competition, I would like to see a little bit more depth from you in your performance, because a lot of this is like exterior fun and you're fantastic at it, but I want to see something different because I know for sure you have it. So I'd like to see you challenge and go a little deeper, a little more depth. Tony, I love you, Tony. Give me the look. I know, in a good way, in a good way.
I have turned Tony into soprano going through his legs. On my head. A banana in his crotch.
Wait, you know what? I'm not going there. I'm not going there. All right, you two, before you get us all in trouble, please head on up for your score. Veering into dress rehearsal territory. And as they make their way, stop at craft services and return your headgear. Aaron?
All right, come on over here. I'm annoyed I don't have headgear. Amazing job. I wish you could see just the smiles and everybody. Well, leave her fruit alone, would you, Val? I wish you could see all these people up here cheering and screaming for you. Let me ask you quickly, though. Carrie Ann talked about having more depth in the routine. What does that mean?
I don't quite understand that, but that's okay. We're going to keep trying. I'll ask her later. Maybe she can explain it to me.
Okay. But what is it? I mean, what does more depth mean in a routine? Tell me what is that?
I don't know Carrie Ann's version of depth. Mine, I gave her everything I got.
I made him sweat
emotionally with the kids.
For me, Suzanne's been working so hard every single day. We leave drenched. She even called for a second rehearsal. I don't think we could work any harder, but we'll try even harder.
I think what Carrie Ann was saying, challenge her more emotionally, but I understand. We'll let you and Carrie Ann get through this. Let's get your scores first.
Okay, thank you.
Carrie Ann Inaba.
We'll talk, Tony, I promise. Okay. 6.
Len Goodman. 6. Julianne Huff.
6.
Bruno Tognoli. 7.
All right, score 25. That is 40 for Suzanne and Tony. I'm going to let you go talk to Carrie Ann and get that cleared up. But like Tony said, vote.
Yes, please vote, because obviously they're not on our side, but we want you on our side.
We're on your side, Suzanne Summers. Are you kidding me? We're on your side. Vote for them.
Every time. I'm going to say the truth every time.
Tom?
Well, I think some of the hotness tonight is under the collar, too. Up next, the former bachelor Chris tangos with Whitney the Argentine way. Our sultry, steamy, somewhat heated Latin night competition will return live.
Mike.
That's our troupe getting us back into Latin night. And we're back with the Shark Tank star who's been capitalizing on his investment in his partnership. But when Robert and Kim rehearsed for the Dance of Desire, things got a bit uncomfortable.
You got this.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You guys are looking fairy tale. It almost made me a little nauseous. You're so darn cute.
I blew the frame.
No,
I was hoping for an 8. I'm bummed.
I would have loved an 8 too.
Me too. I feel like I let you down.
You would never let me down.
I feel like I did.
Say that again.
No, I feel like I did. And I know we can do better. For me, life is about constant improvement. I mean, every day I wake up, I just want to do a little bit better than the day before.
It hurt. Did it hurt?
Just a big breath. No, it's good. I had a crash about 3 years ago. So whenever I stress out my back, it does weird things.
You alright?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
It hurts. I'm breathing.
Really? I am so worried about Robert. This competition means so much to him, and I just hate seeing him in so much pain. Come up.
No matter how much pain I'm in, I'm so lucky to have Kim to get me through it. It made me cry.
Did it?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Aww.
Seriously.
You're crying.
It was beautiful. Looks like the back held up well. Everything worked as it should. Let's start with Bruno.
That's how you set the mood. The mood for love. We love you long time, baby. Love. No, you do. I felt it. I really felt it. There is so much commitment between you two. It's so beautiful to watch. Again, rumba, very difficult dance. Continuous flow. And I told you, it's a bit better, but you still do airplane wings hands, you know. Sometimes you get it right. Sometimes you still throw it. Still work on that. But beautifully committed performance.
All right, nauseous because you guys are so cute. This week, for sure, I'm praying to the porcelain god because your chemistry is ridiculous. There's something so palpable about the energy that's exchanged, and it's so positive. But one thing I want you to work on, because this is the week about critiques, I want you to provide a firmer frame for Kim. Just a little bit, because she seemed just a little bit smaller than Kim, and I want you to feel, you need to expand the space out, and you need to sustain your movements a little bit more. I think that's what's happening. You're shortening some of your movements. See, don't stop it there. Keep it going. The energy's going out, and yes, and then it keeps coming back.
Well, firstly, the good news, you've got through the rumba early on, because that can be the dance that absolutely kills the guys, because it's so difficult. Now, you're middle of the pack at the moment, and everything is good, but nothing is great. So you've got to work now, better hip action, more fluidity through. Come on, boy. Go to me. Whoa. Come on. All right. Never happen again. Len, what's happening to you? You're turning.
Why don't you... Oh, Julianne, sorry.
And I'm going to say, I disagree with everyone. I thought that was one of your best performances. I think what's so amazing is you've been so joyful, all the other dances, and this was so raw and vulnerable. And I thought that your placement was incredible. And also, wait, I had one note. Oh, this connection. Kim, what you did. He did the, underarm, and then he went like this, and went... Like, you were leading her. That was awesome.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wonderful. All right. Well, these scores should be interesting. Head on up to the Skybox. For those of you keeping score at home in the Carrie-Ann School of Compliments, nauseous last week, praying to the porcelain god this week. Yes, she loves them. Aaron?
We've got crying in practice. We have chemistry. Carrie-Ann's vomiting. You're in a dress that looks like a wedding gown. I mean, this is just... I don't know what kind of wedding gown this would be.
Where did you get married like this?
Maybe Vegas. We could find out if you wanted to. You probably have a house there. Let's get your scores.
Okay.
Carrie-Ann Inaba.
7.
Len Goodman.
7.
Julianne Hough.
8.
Bruno Tonio.
7.
So 29 out of 40 for Kim and Robert. Your first 8, correct?
Yeah, that was good. I'm happy with that.
No tears?
No tears.
What a ripoff.
It was good. We can improve, but that was great.
Yeah. And what do you need everybody at home to do?
To vote. We need everybody to vote.
Yeah, he's
Get
having
him
too
in.
much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want this partnership to end. We want to see where it goes, right, Tom?
I don't care, frankly, as long as, you know. Anyway, tonight's elimination is coming up. But first, Willow, Noah, and Nastia compete. And next, last week's audience favorites, Patty and Artem. Will tonight's routine live up to their salsa in the club? Find out after this. Bye.
For kids, having fun means getting dirty. And
We are back with Latin Night. Next up, our Grammy-winning music legend tonight, Patty and Artem Cha-Cha to Santana.
VIP is the only way to be.
So this week we're doing cha-cha.
Yes.
It's a very exciting dance. It's very flirtatious.
It's sexy?
Yeah, it's going to be very sexy.
Okay.
Some clothes might come off.
Not mine.
Not yours. After back-to-back standing ovations, I feel like I'm under a lot of pressure to deliver another amazing performance with Patty. Can I lift you?
Try.
I can lift you. I know I can lift you.
I mean, I know you can. Really?
Yeah. Ready? Here you go. Done.
Lift me up where I belong.
I like to watch people lap dance. I don't think I'm going to do it like they do it the real sexy way. Let me stop lying. I'm going to do it the sexy way.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You're doing it.
We're doing it.
Are you joking?
No.
I ain't hopping.
You're hopping.
Are you serious, Arnold? Okay, come on, Bunny.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8.
We got this.
We got this. Okay.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, that's something I'll tell you later.
History doesn't repeat itself. This is what legends are made of. Carlos Santana and Pitt. We making history, baby, like Nelson Mandela did.
That was some good hopping. That was some fine hopping. All right. Carry on. Carry on. Come on.
You know, Patty, whenever I watch you, I feel like I lucked out and got the golden ticket and got to sneak into the best concert ever. Every time, you are such an animated, powerful performer. There's no doubt about that. But last week, you came out, you set that standard with the Patti LaBelle swagger so high that I honestly thought maybe it was going to get a little more this week. So I was a little underwhelmed. It was still a fantastic performance, but compared to last week with all that swagger, I was missing it.
You've got great musicality. There's a charm about you. You're entertaining. It's fun. My criticism is maybe more towards you, Adam. I would have liked more cha-cha-cha content. There was a Cuban break in a New York, 2 steps, and I couldn't see anything recognizable.
All right, Julianne.
The concept is awesome. I mean, it's so fun to watch. As a whole, that performance was so much fun. But I also agree with Len. Like, this is week 4 next week, so we got to see a little bit more content. But, I mean, as a whole, that was really entertaining.
All right, and Bruno.
Oh, yes, I love a grand dame in the Grand Hotel. 5-star
all the way with a bit of uptown funk. Hey, darling, you can funk it. The thing, I agree with my colleagues. You see, it would, now we're getting towards the middle of the competition. A little bit more cha-cha-cha will do, my darling.
Okay, dear.
So more cha-cha.
All right, there you go. Head on up to the skybox. Scores await. Speaking of higher altitudes, right now, our DWTS All-Access hosts Gethin Jones and Emma Slater are getting some behind-the-scenes gossip from Chris and his fiancée, Whitney. You can eavesdrop on the conversation at abc.com every Monday night during the show. Aaron?
Well, as Miss Patty and Artem make their way up here, you're welcome. You're welcome. All these men, it's Latin night, Miss Patty, and they took their clothes off for you. And there you go. Excuse me. This is how we do Latin night. Hey, you know what? I don't care about what the judges say about being underwhelmed. Can we see the, what was this, the Patty Shuffle again?
Girl, it's not the Patty Shuffle. It's called the Twinkle Toes.
Well, twinkle away. Let's get their scores, girl.
Okay.
Carrie-Anne Inaba.
6.
Len Goodman. 5. Julianne Huff.
5.
Bruno Tognoli. 6.
So a 22 out of 40 for Miss Patty and Artem. It is good. And you know what's even better? Just turn around and enjoy the view.
Oh, the beautiful men. Oh, gosh. Thank you. Thanks for the scores.
You're welcome. Vote for these guys if they can make it through elimination tonight. Tom?
All right, thanks, Aaron. Right, your voting's so important, as we found out last week. We're going to soon find out, though, who's been saved by your votes in tonight's live elimination. Next, we'll see whether a training mishap followed by mistakes will affect Willow and Mark's Paso Doble. Take a look at what happened. Please drink that for me.
It doesn't feel good at all.
Hips. Your hips, baby.
Sorry.
You don't hold your hips up, we go down like a house of cards.
I'm sorry. Oh, you like
Cheyenne, Henry, and Allen helping us do what we can to heighten abdominal awareness. So far, Riker and Allison are at the top of our Latin Night leaderboard with 34. Next up, our youngest ever star. Now, last week, Willow and Mark got critical raves for their ambitious pop art performance. This week, it wasn't art that popped. Check this out.
brilliant concept executed gorgeously. Willow, he did it to win. That feels so good.
Really, really proud of you, man.
That was it.
Onward and upward. You can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be the quickest you've ever moved in your life.
I think the hardest part of the paso is going to be bringing that fierce intensity. Like, I'm a 14-year-old girl. I don't have that kind of energy ever. Fast.
You going to barf? Or the only paso of the night. It's a mature dance. It's a strong dance. It is a lot to take on.
That one hurt.
But I really want her to show that she's here. She can do this. You all right? What happened?
It kind of hurt.
What happened?
My back.
You hurting? Are you being tough? Willow kind of went in a little too hard, and her rib cage landed on my quad. She's so tough, and seeing her cry really made me scared for her.
Hey, you wanted to dance with the big boys, right? You okay?
I'm the 14-year-old in the competition, and I'm trying to hold my own with all the adults, and I just want it to look perfect.
Sit down.
Willow, are you okay?
Take a big breath for me.
I don't want to show up and start the dance and just be like, I can't do this. Are you okay? I just couldn't breathe at all.
shield. And Jack Frost. Very nice. Way to rally from a tough week. Come here. All right. Feeling okay?
Feeling great.
Good. Let's see if this will make you feel better, Len.
Oh, nice. There was fire in the passion and the performance. There was ice in the clinical, clear movement. First passer of the season. That's going to be hard to beat. I don't fancy any of the others.
Julianne.
Slow and steady wins the race. Every single week you have improved beyond belief, and it's actually starting from your feet and it's coming up to your hips, and your core needs a little bit more strength, and then it's going to come up here, and then your eyes are just going to go like this, and that's what the week I can't wait for. But slow and steady wins the race. Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, yes. My little mockingjay is catching fire. Even that nasty Iceman cannot extinguish the flames inside you. Way to go. Yeah, I love because you're getting the taste of the competition. You learn to become a dancer. You're learning how to express through your body as you would with your words.
Wonderful.
That's the way to go.
All right, carry on.
I don't think you need to talk about your age anymore, because when you get on the dance floor, you are a seasoned performer. You are rising to every occasion that Mark presents, and Mark throws out some intense concepts, and you are absolutely at that level. I think you do need to work on your core, though, but everything else, fantastic.
Thank you.
Well done.
Congratulations. Head on up to your scores. And to my friends in New England, as they make their way to the skybox, just imagine Mark is the butt end of winter. There you go. Aaron?
Come on up here, you two. I totally agree with Carrie Ann. I don't think you need to bring up your age anymore. You are holding your own, Willow. I don't care how old you are. You are nailing this. We saw what a tough time you had during the week getting through it injury-wise.
Yeah.
How'd you do it tonight?
Yeah, I felt great. I mean, you kind of forget about any pain you have. I felt really confident about it, so, yeah.
Come on, are you pumped? That was awesome.
Thank you, yeah.
You're allowed to add 14 now and be excited.
I'm so happy, yeah. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
I feel great.
Okay, good. Let's get your scores.
Carrie Ann Inaba.
8.
Len Goodman. Julianne Huff.
8.
Bruno Tonioli.
32 out of 40 for Willow and Mark. Remember this week, guys, and all season long, the numbers start with 855. If you want to keep them in the game, you have to vote. Tom?
All right, Aaron, thanks a lot. Last week's leaders, Nastia and Derek, are getting ready for their Latin night samba as their set is constructed. And next, we'll see what happens when Noah and Sharna train for their dance. We're live. We're coming right back.
I remember this day. He got so
An emotional vigil for the victims of the East Village explosion. A 1-year-old boy dies after he was found with his mother in a restaurant bathroom. And life can get wild at a bar, but wildlife at a bar? How did a coyote get on the roof of this place? Yeah.
Life's the food that brings us together. And kitchens where every meal is...
Last week, our model and Army vet performed an impressive samba. Now, for tonight's dance, Noah and Sharna face a new challenge.
We saw you dedicate this dance to your girlfriend. We know she's been away at basic training. How hard has that been on you guys?
Oh, it's been tough, but I picked her up in 2 days.
Yeah,
And
or
for
right
real.
now.
Monday night's performance, it was incredible. I don't know who danced after me because there was no show after that in my world. It was Jamie, and that was it.
Dun, 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 dun.
This week we're doing the Argentine tango, and not only am I trying to learn the dance and the steps, I'm incorporating a prosthetic arm. The hand has sensors that are in my residual limb that I can flex, tricep to open it, bicep to close it.
I wanted to introduce the arm this week because it's the first time we're doing a ballroom dance. He is going to have a complete frame for the first time. Stay on this one a little bit longer. In the wrong place?
No, it came off. Sharna's excited about it. it stresses me out because I haven't worn an arm. And so I'm not only trying to adapt to it, but I'm being thrown right into the deep end and having to perform with it.
Walk through.
Sorry.
I know, you just got to get used to it.
I can't control the sensors because it's not on right. It's just hanging off my arm like a purse. I hate the arm.
I don't want you to stress, but I want you to know how amazing this could be.
I don't want to let, my process down. I don't want to let Shauna down. I'd rather not wear it.
Noah trusts me, and I don't want to break that trust by forcing him to use an arm this week. It's just making him uncomfortable. But that leaves 2 days until the live show, and we basically have to start this routine from scratch. 7, 8, that's it.
Move, the choreography, everything was so strong, and I'm blown away. Your flexibility, I mean, the way that you went from step to step. I mean, Sharna, the choreography, again, is so incredible. It is your best dance.
That was miraculous. The interpretation of the dance was spot on the money. The partnership was incredible. You played like two instruments that are totally in tune, and the lifts out of this world.
There you go, carry on.
The impact of the movement was fantastic. So was your flexibility. The lifts were amazing. But this time, I'm being very picky tonight. I did see just a few, there was just one where I think we kind of didn't step in sync with each other, and it was tiny, but listen, it's victory and watching everybody the same, equal playing field. Nice done, though.
No.
Well done.
No, go ahead, Len. You want me to go?
Sure.
Honest, you're my heroes. Noah, your tenacity is incredible. Your imaginative choreography is fantastic. I thought it was terrific. Well done.
All right. Congratulations. Head on up for your scores up in the skybox. It's been quite a night this Latin night as they make their way to the skybox. We only have one more dance left, and then all of this euphoria will have to deal with the sad conclusion that one of our couples has to go home. That's coming up in just a few moments. Aaron?
Unbelievable job by Noah and Sharna. I love the point that the judges brought up about Sharna's choreography. It just gets better and better every single week. Again, you guys had this audience standing up applauding. Great job on the choreography. And I'd like to know, Saturday, you guys were still trying to decide what you were going to do. Judges all gave you glowing comments. Carrie-Ann did have a little bit of criticism. I mean, how do you go about that? Maybe making an adjustment next week?
Yeah, no, I'd take on the criticism. It's a dancing competition, and I want to improve, and I want to hear where those improvements need to be. So I thought it was perfect.
What do you think of it, Sharna?
I thought he danced amazing tonight. I couldn't be more proud of him, and considering the pressure that he was under this week, I'm so happy with him right now, and I agree. Constructive criticism is what we need. So.
And your favorite part with the leg and the going around, you nailed it. It was amazing. All right, let's get your scores.
Carrie-Ann Inaba.
7.
Len Goodman. 7. Julianne Hough.
8.
Bruno Tognoni. 8.
Hey, a 30 out of 40 for Noah and Sharna. Not bad at all. This week you get 11 votes per phone line and per email address at abc.com and on Facebook. As we saw last week with Red Foo, you need to get out there and you need to vote. Vote for these guys. Tom?
All right, Aaron. Last up, the couple who soared to the top of last week's leaderboard. Can Nastia and Derek reclaim the lead with an injury and a minimum of rehearsal?
The first half of the dance, there wasn't a very real connection, and then it blossomed into that.
Nice.
Last week was amazing. We were the first couple to get a 9. But chemistry is a little tricky for us. We spend far less time together than the other couples. I'm in school full-time at NYU, and Derek has 10 shows a week at Radio City Music Hall.
That's embarrassing.
Once the show's over, we're on a plane and straight into rehearsals for next week because we only have 3 days together in New York. Every second counts.
We fell. I stepped on her thumb. It's very swollen. It's okay. You want some ice? You know, we can't really continue rehearsing. Our routine isn't even finished, and she's leaving in a few hours. I'm not going to see her until the day of the show. The odds are being stacked against us right now.
I really only dance with Derek 50% of the week in New York. The rest of the week, I work on the same routine with Henry in LA.
Are you able to move it?
No, but I competed on a broken ankle. I'll be fine. He's great, but it's definitely different than dancing with Derek.
Fine. My bad, 6. My bad. The dance for Nastia is difficult because she has to learn one person and the other person. Chemistry is built up through friction, and the less friction you have, you're not really going to build much chemistry. That's kind of what it felt like when you were doing it with Derek?
I guess.
We'll see Nastia and Derek Sambo when we come back, and then one of our couples will be eliminated live. Our elimination coming up, and first, the final dance of Latin Night. Riker and Allison are currently in first position. Here are last week's leaders, Nastia and Derek.
Con el tigueraje traigo la bulla dura. Cuidado cuando guaye mami que esta vaina puya. Muévelo un poquito más mami sin broma. A mí no me gusta jugar sin cola con ganas porque ya te echas el menejito de fama. Muévele tirando la goma en la pista no fue. Te pilla por hora mover a mover la rancha. Cuando me chillaba con no hay ni a quien me controla. Condenado soy vaca siempre y no me chilla a mí.
Nastia and Derek. Come on over. Very nice. All right. All right, we're playing against a ticking clock, so let's get right to our judges.
Tribal, exhilarating, almost inebriating. The thing is, you're so good and you're so extensive in your move that at time, when you get so much, I'm doing this because I'm picky, you put so much impetus that your move overextends at the back, and sometimes in the samba you have to finish it to bring it back in. But it's so exciting to watch.
Carrie Ann. Overextend all you want, because I thought it worked perfectly in the samba. I loved all the flexibility you showcased. Girl, when you whacked that head, I was like, damn! Move on. I just felt...
Okay. All right, Len. Listen, you're a fantastic dancer, and one thing's for sure, you're not going home tonight. That's positive.
One of the most difficult sambas I've ever seen. It's all about the bounce. You definitely had that, but you went back a little bit to week 1 with your extension. Think about like pushing through really, really thick water, like loosey-goosey noodle arms. You got to get that like instead of just whacking them. So.
All right. Quick question: is the jet lag getting to either of you with all the shows and studying and everything you're doing?
No, not at all. No, we're good. We're good. No, we're a little tired.
I would imagine so.
Mind over matter. Mind over matter.
All right. Well, let's see if this improves your mood even more. Let's get the judges' scores.
Carrie Ann Inaba. Len Goodman. Julianne Huff. 9. Bruno Tognoni. 8.
All right, 34 out of 40 for Nastia and Derek. Remember, the new phone numbers start with 855. That's 855. By the way, Len, our psychic friend, said you're not going home tonight. He's right. You're safe. You're safe through the next week. Head on up to the stairs if you would, as we tell our remaining couples there. Faith, hello, Faith.
Okay.
All right. The judges' scores from last week have been combined with the viewer votes from last week, and here we go. I want you to listen carefully if you would. Chris and Whitney, Noah and Sharna, and Charlotte and Keo, please come down to the walkway. It's been quite a night for one couple. The competition is over. Make your way down right to the walkway here, center stage. Thank you.
So the remaining couples on the stairs, if we didn't call your name, you are safe.
All right, these 3 couples are in jeopardy. One of them going home right now.
All right, let's reveal some more results.
The next couple who is safe is Noah and Sharna.
Chris and Whitney, Charlotte and Keo, while not necessarily the bottom 2, one of you had the lowest total of viewer votes and judges' scores from last week and will be eliminated now.
All right, on this 3rd week of competition. The couple leaving right now is
We really have not much time, but I saw you just say to Keo, I'm really sorry. What has he meant to you during this time on our show?
The funny thing through this is just I wanted to make you happy, and that was my main thing. I learned so much.
All right. Keo, how's this season been for you?
It's been amazing this season. It's been great, and then I'm happy that I got to dance with you. So yeah,
I'm extremely grateful. This has been such a challenge, and it's tested me, and I feel like a better person from this. I've learned so much.
Head on over to center stage, guys, and take a bow. The rest of our couples want your votes. Here are their numbers on the screen. Remember the number 855, 855, so dial carefully. You can call until 1 hour after the show and vote online at abc.com and on Facebook until 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. Finishing the night at the top of the week's leaderboard, Riker and Allison, Nastia and Derek.
And at the bottom are Charlotte and Keo and Patty and Artem. No matter where our couples stand with the judges, you have to remember, we saw Redfu. He didn't make it because he needed your vote. So get out there and vote, guys.
All right, our couple's going to be flying back to New York. You can see them on Good Morning America and live with Kelly and Michael. We'll be back next Monday at 8, 7 Central. Next, an all-new Castle. Have a great week.
Bye-bye.